Let's see. Right here, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Like I said, first time on a Slingshot, and holy shit, that was scary. Well. Let's do it. All right, so today, woo, I'm excited for this 2025 Slingshot R. I mean, I'll just start by saying $35,000 right here. Man, it's a good chunk of change. First time on a Slingshot, guys. This is my first time. Tell you what, comfortable seat. This one definitely has a lot of upgrades. You know, your base models at like 24, 25,000. Oh, okay. This is cool. Shoot, I went the wrong way. Crap. As I was saying, this has a lot of upgrades, but really the biggest thing, aside from the price, is I am driving the automatic. Whoa. Okay. This is pretty cool. Oh, it is a windy day, so this does help, but turbulence sucks a little today. But anyways, guys, so here we have, like I said, first time on a Slingshot, and holy shit, that was scary. First things first, I'm already having tons of fun. This is super cool. I'm a little over 6 feet tall, and I didn't even move the seat or anything, but for the most part, a little snug, but pretty comfortable. The seat in itself is very comfortable, so give it an A+ on the seat. It does come with navigation, which I'm not really gonna mess with. Man, it is a push to start. You got a little bit, you got, you know, volume control here. It does come with cruise control. The dash, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very transparent. I've never really cared about the Slingshot. I just think for the money, it's I mean, it's really just an adult toy. No pun. Let me try these paddle shifters. Nah, I'll try them in a bit. Holy shit. Okay, this thing loses control way too easily, but it is really fun. Seriously, it's a lot of money. I kind of wish, you know, things like the dash was like a little bit more you know, fancy. That's just my take, though. It is what it is. I mean, it's right there. It's kind of, you know, no color, simple dash. I am a fan of an analog RPM meter, so I'm glad it does have that. But woo, wow, this thing, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I think this thing is dangerous. But aside from that, this thing is really cool. All right, let me try the paddle shifter. Oh, okay, cool. It does. It's pretty quick. The guy was saying that the paddle shifters come standard on this R model. Man, it's so different. It dang, it definitely is quick. So I do got to mention that this particular model comes with 204 horsepower. It's tuned differently. The base model comes with about 178 horsepower, so this does have a little more punch. And I haven't driven the base, but I tell you what, this is really awesome. Wow, I'm quite curious how this would drive in a manual, but hey, you know what, I do prefer an automatic, so if I was gonna buy one, I would probably get an automatic. It's not a true automatic, and so there's a little bit of a, almost feels like you're kind of shifting in a manual, a little bit of a lag. But one of the coolest things about this car is it is rear wheel drive, and it really just adds to the overall, like, it really gives you a dynamic drive. It really is cool. You know, I kind of get the sense of I'm in somewhat of a convertible, and I gotta say, like, who would buy this car? Because look, seriously guys, it's a lot of money. I wish it came with AC, but hey, I think I'm asking for too much, maybe, I don't know. All right, let's do this. What the nuts? Dude, 2-liter engine. This, I didn't check the weight, but the power to weight ratio must be pretty good. It must be light, because I mean, this thing's got torque. This is really cool. It does come with a larger wheel in the back, this particular model, and I gotta say, this thing sounds badass. Dude, okay, my favorite part, I just gotta say it. Obviously, the engine. The engine with the rear wheel drive. It's so dangerous. Dude, what's crazy is you can actually turn off traction control. Would not recommend that unless you have like a wide open space and you literally just want to do some crazy drifts. Seriously, who would buy this? Is someone with some nice spare change, nice little piggy bank, and I mean, just really just wants to like go a little crazy. Because you got to think about, for the amount of money, there's a lot of things. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. I got to be careful. I feel like I could easily run into something. But man, overall, this is awesome. Would I buy one? Eek. Oh, it's tough. It really is fun. Like, in a way, you know, the way you can just lose control so easily, like, it's so different. It is kind of like addicting in a way. It's really fun. I've never ever driven anything like this. It's intense. Now I'm assuming this has, I mean, it does more of a performance package. I'm sure the bass is still really cool. Dude, this thing is loud. It's somewhat of an obnoxious thing, but it really adds to the overall experience. And let me just say, it's pretty freaking awesome. I mean, the highlight of this thing is really just, it's very quick. I mean, it has like that intense, scary torque. And because there's only one wheel, it's a little scary. At the end of the day, this thing is really cool. If I could say anything, I think most people would go with the manual, but for the most part, for not being a true automatic, it's fun. You know, you kind of get the best of both worlds, you know, if you prefer automatic, but it does shift. You know, it has like a lag between shifts where it almost feels like a manual, if that makes sense. Throttle response, I mean, it's, dude, I'm gonna be honest, guys, this is nice. Low rev range, and I mean, as soon as you give it a little gas, it's almost instant. That's amazing. That is a great feature. That is really, really cool. Very few engines on a car or something like this can do that, where you know that power is just like instant. And so A+ on that. They told me that this thing really comes alive at 5,000 RPM. At the end of this little route, I might be able to reach that, and so a little scared, but I'm excited. Like I said, really comfortable seat. That's good. That's really good. I feel like something like this could possibly have like a firm and crappy seat. So I'm glad they spent, you know, they definitely spent some money on the seats. It's really cool. It's very different. Let me talk a little bit more about the price. So this particular model, 35,000, that's probably not out the door. And so is it worth that much money? In my honest opinion, obviously this has a lot of upgrades. It's not just your base Slingshot. I feel like I'm gonna be hating on the whole Slingshot community by saying no. You could get a super cool convertible, which is kind of almost, you know, I mean, it's different, but you could get like a luxury sports car, used of course, probably around the same ballpark. Or you could get a freaking like almost any motorcycle with that budget. So it's like, you know, who's gonna buy this? Who would spend the money on this? Because it really just is a toy. I'm not gonna be driving this to go to work 5 days a week, you know, like a commuter thing. That just, I mean, I don't know the gas mileage on this thing, but it's probably not awesome. I don't know. That's actually a good question. Darn it, I wish I knew that. But yeah, it's just a fun toy. I mean, dude, if I was given one, hell yeah. No. On the serious note, I personally wouldn't fork over this much money on this. And I'm not really saying that it's not worth it. I mean, I don't know. It's very unique. You know, it's not a common machine. There's not a lot of companies that build something like this. So holy shit. Having said that, it's really just a freaking fun, fast, torquey thing. I mean, for the most part, you can't really like this thing just like, it loses control right away. So, you know, I'm not really sure how much of the engine and the power you can utilize, because I'm not really trying to accelerate hard, and this back wheel, it's tough. It's tough, but loads of fun, man. Loads of fun. All smiles, man. I have had all smiles on this ride. Never been on a Slingshot, and you know, I could see why people buy it. I could see it. You know, there's nothing really fancy about the interior, just being honest, right? But the ride, there is something about the drive that's like really special. It's just unique. Oh gosh, that dude just spanked the other guy. What world do we live in? Dude, the back wheel just keeps breaking loose. What the flip? Let's see. Right here, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Okay, yes, this has been really cool. I just can't stop doing that. By far the best feature of the car is how easily this freaking wheel just breaks loose. Well, there you have it, guys. I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I mean, first I'm on a Slingshot and I'm all smiles. Y'all, if y'all never been on one, man, I definitely recommend definitely recommend you. Oh wow, backup camera, cool.
Neutral if you want, and then turn it off.
This was really cool, man. Look at this thing. Awesome wheels. Super awesome wheels. Look at that. That is so cool. That is an aggressive front, but I like it. I like the color. Man, what do you think, guys? Should I take it home? Wow. What an experience. Whew. That is so cool. Well, there you have it, guys. 2025 Slingshot R. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next. So long.